everybody. Good afternoon. This is Jean here. Jean Truelove from Truelove Quilts for you. I've just come back from our Bible meeting. What I'm going to be doing from now on, I'm going to be putting up the date that I'm making this video. Today is Sunday, June the 4th. I saw that on another YouTube video content. I thought that was very good. Now, I'm filming on June the 4th, Sunday. By the time I edit it, it might be a few days later. But I just thought that would be, I enjoyed watching that on another creator's video. And I thought, oh, it's nice to get a bit of a timeline of when they're actually filming. And the editing and putting it up is another thing, hopefully within the next few days. So I'm going to be doing that from now on. Today's sharing is caring. I have just a few emails from people and some projects. I will be doing a product review. I think I told you in my last video. That's going to be the next video, hopefully, that I'm going to be doing with Maxwell. Just as a little thing that I had gotten sent. He's not feeling too great today, so I'm putting that off. I'm doing a little product review of something that I was sent by a manufacturer. Right now, I'm not working on my my row along with Jean quilt because it's really hot out. I have a lot of things to do in the summertime, and I know a lot of people are outside, so please bear with me with that. I have done another block, as you know. I mentioned it that I will be putting that video up when I edit it, and that one I'll put the date of when I'm editing, because I did that a few weeks ago. I do have a few emails I wanted to read to you, and this one is a request. And I was glad to pass this along. I know that you guys know that I quilt most of my quilts on my machine. I do free motion quilting or just a straight stitch, but I have on occasion, maybe 5 or 6 times, sent my quilt tops out to a long arm quilter. My long arm quilter of choice is David Hurd and his wife and their team in Missouri, Quilting by David. I have mentioned it to you guys before. I'm very, very pleased with the way David has done my quilts. Very, very, very quick turnaround. And I just received this email from David asking for a shout out, which I'm absolutely happy to give. And maybe some of you might want to take advantage of this. Hi, Jean. This is David Hurd for Quilting by David. I'm doing a June batting giveaway. No limit of 80-20 of his batting. He's a little bit late in asking again because this is June the 4th. But can you guys give a shout out to him? Absolutely. Quilting by David, located in Missouri, halfway in the country. So either way, he gets his quilt turns around very, very quickly. You can follow Quilting on David either on Instagram or Facebook if you're new to here and you haven't seen his work and the thousands of beautiful designs all over quilting that he does. As for the ones who don't have time to give me the top in June, I'll give them free time batting any size, which will never expire. So that's awesome. You do have to pay, obviously, for the service and for the quilting, but you would have to pay additional for the batting, but this is for free. David is offering that any size, anytime, never expires. Just mention this, Jean, just one time, which I am doing. So look up David Hurd, Quilting by David. Be happy to mention that, David. This was so funny. I thought this was so funny. My sister, Janet Corder. Janet. Hello, Jean. I had to share this with you. We're working on my row along with Jean quilt. I watched your tutorial, see my playlist on how to make this tulip block. Well, I kind of chuckled when I saw that you had sewn the blocks the wrong way and had to rip it out. I thought it was funny. I followed your instructions on laying the blocks out and all, and I was feeling very proud. I started sewing together the blocks as per your tutorial, and I did it wrong. I couldn't stop laughing, thinking I just laughed at the professional. And it happened to me. That's so funny, Janet. I said, do as I don't do. That's so funny. Oh, we both messed up. Janet's making a story quilt. She'll have 12-inch blocks, quilt as you go, all different blocks. Here are the pictures in order. This is so funny. Cutting out, laying out, screwing up, sewing, and then her finished block. Very, very funny, Janet. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I did have a laugh at your expense. Oh, this was interesting. Let's see, when was it? almost 2 years ago. No, a year and a half ago, when we were living in our son's basement after our disaster. I was scrambling trying to think of something, and I had done a challenge for people out there. I selected certain fabrics that you could buy on the internet, and then everybody had to put on their creative cap, if you remember that. And then I have showcased those. That was about a year and a half ago. I showcased all the different beautiful works of art, creations that people have done. Well, I do remember this, that Shelley Clark from Kennewick, Washington, had sent in a picture of her quilt that she had done, inspired by her husband's grandmother's painting. I know you guys will remember this from the 50s or the 60s. The painting was of beautiful women with umbrellas. Well, Shelley Clark back then had interpreted the painting into a quilt that I will put up here, painting quilt, that we just blew everyone away at how beautiful this masterpiece was that Shelley was inspired to make. But she's just sent a photograph of her. We saw her quilt. I thought I'd send a photo of the hubs and me so you know what I look like. Thank you so much, Shelley. This is from Oregon coast last June. That's in America on the West Coast, when we had a nice trip with our 2 daughters, families, and 4 grandkids. So thank you, Sherry. We remember your beautiful, beautiful quilt, and I'm so happy to be able to show it again. Thank you so much, Shelley and hubby. Oh, this is from Anita. Now, you guys know that we talk back and forth with Anita Vishram, who lives in London. And Anita is the lovely, lovely friend in London who sent me an actual photograph, an actual painting of the bridge that was rebuilt when we lived in our other house down the road. I have a playlist of me documenting that little bridge being rebuilt. Sweet little 110-year-old bridge, and Anita sent me a picture of it. It says, "Hi, Jean, thank you. Yes, I love seeing all the other subscribers' families, too. Take care and love to the family, especially Ian and dear Maxwell with those lovely dimples." So here is a picture of Anita. Thank you so much, very, very much, Anita. I did need your permission. That's so lovely. And then finally, I wanted to share with you a picture of Shireen Beeson. Sherry Beeson, if you've seen her comments, has been following me as a subscriber for many, many years, even back to our old house. And she's almost become like as Maxwell say, a surrogate grandmother, because she's always sent Maxwell little bits, his little Hot Wheels and all sorts of sweet stickers and things. So very kind. She was not feeling very well. Here is a picture of Sherry. Thank you so much, Sherry, for saying she wasn't feeling better, but she's feeling better, thank you. And we've had a conversation back and forth that Sherry's actually working on genealogy on her mother's side. She was born and raised in South Philly. She goes on to tell me that she had lived on a certain street in South Philly. Could I help her try to find the street that there was a Catholic church? I've been trying to do some research for sure. I haven't gotten that far, but I'm going to still keep looking at it. Their marriage was in 1921. That's lovely. So I'll keep looking, Sherry, and here is a picture of dear Sherry. Thank you so much. So I do have a few more that I wanted to share with you, but they will be coming. That's David I'm talking about. And then, as I say, then my next video, I'm going to be doing a little tiny product review. A company had sent me a product out of the blue. I'm not sponsored by anyone, as you know, and asked me, in all my honesty, and I emailed back and said, I'm going to give you an honest review if I don't like it. So I just got sent it a couple of days in the mail. So I will be showing that product review in a few days. So look out for that. And also for my rowing along, I'm going to be working on that when I do. There's a lot going on, and it's hot. It was really hot the other day, and I was like, I'm not sewing. So anyway, I hope you're all keeping cool wherever you are, or warm wherever you are. And yeah, love from the Trueloves, everybody. Please take care. Bye-bye.